All right, we're finishing up our week of starting with supposedly bad starting words suggested by Grok. Some have been worse than others, and we're finishing with ZESTY, which of course the Z is not a good letter, but E, S, and T are very good letters. The Y is not bad. The Y, we're even checking it in, the right spot. So, see how this does for us. Okay, all we got is the E. I'm gonna assume it's at the end, but of course, it doesn't have to be. We could also do like an EAR or something like that, or an ER. Again, like I think I said yesterday, we could do A with an ER. Let's do clear. Why not? That seems pretty good. Always good to check for the C. All right, so now I'm thinking E at the end for almost for sure. So we need, well, we could do maybe an OI something, but we can't do C, so that's maybe not going to be great. You can also do UI, but again, you think the C, something like juice. We could also do like an O with a double or an I or an O, either one, with a double consonant. Something like, since, but again, we don't have the C-I-N-G. Can we do hinge? Hinge isn't bad. Hinge is pretty good. Those are some good letters. Let's go with that. I like that. Okay. So there is an I probably there. So now we're thinking double consonant at the beginning, maybe? Or the problem is with the consonants we have left, there's not really anything that goes together as a double consonant. So now I'm back to like the OI or the UI thing. But I don't know how that would work. Something like guide, but we don't have a G. Otherwise, we might need to have a vowel at the beginning, which could be the I, or it could be something else. Something like this, like ovine, but there's no N. Oxide. Ooh, oxide is interesting with the X. I was just using the X as a filler letter, but man, am I ready to guess a word with an X? It'd be crazy if we started with a Z and ended up with an X in the answer, but at this point, I'm not sure what else to do, really. You could also repeat the E at the beginning, something like Elide, but there's no L, so I don't think that works. And you could also do like a QUI, something like quite, but that's not going to work with any of the letters we have left. I think oxide is maybe the way I'm going. I don't know. I don't know what else to try. I'm going to go with oxide. Oh, it's not oxide. Oh, that was really bad. Okay. Well, I don't like IE at the end, although it's possible. So I'm thinking I at the beginning. Something like this. And then we've got to have the imbue. Imbue. Should have thought of that earlier. That's better than oxide. The problem is this is my last chance to check things. So got to make sure there's not another possibility I'm not thinking of. I don't know. It feels like there's probably another word in there somewhere, but it's not coming to me. So I think I got to do imbue and hope that I either get some letters or something. If this isn't right, then I just don't even know where else to go. There's not many letters left. Let's try it. Okay. There we go. All right, well, ZESTY was definitely, it ended up being not as good. Now, again, depending on what the answer was, we could have gotten a lot more from E, S, and T, but imbue, that's a tricky one with the I, the M and the B in the middle, and it starts with the vowel, and yeah, definitely a tough word today. So let me know how your experience was with it, though, and what you thought of all of the words that were suggested this week, and which one you thought was the worst, and maybe the least worst, I guess, the best. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more.